Scary stalkers caught on camera. This scary video was uploaded to TikTok in 2021 by TikToker Hey It's Phoebes, and shows the TikToker being filmed by her doorbell camera as she returns home. She can be seen opening the door, entering, and closing the door behind her. A few minutes later, a mysterious man can be seen pacing up and down the stairs in front of the TikToker's door. He tries to disguise his presence, and shortly after, he turns back around and walks right in front of the girl's door, casting a glance at the doorbell camera. He then puts on his hood, perhaps to avoid being recognized, and starts looking around.
TikTok made me buy this. It's a flame humidifier that looks insane and makes your room smell amazing. Just add water and perfume or cologne and you're good to go.
I bet you didn't know about one of the most evil experiments in history, called the Monster Study. The idea was so scary that the results were hidden away for years. It was conducted by Dr. Wendell Johnson to learn more about why children developed a stutter. He chose 22 orphans as participants. They'd administer electroshock and shoot off guns near their ears to see if being startled affected stuttering. It did.
Scary people found alone on the road. A man is driving down the road when he comes across a man standing in the middle of the road. He starts filming when the man refuses to move out of the way. The person driving can't make a U-turn to escape because the road is blocked by other cars. Their only choice is to back up. The man follows him all the way to a main road, and still stands in front of him at the light. The police show up and try to tell the man to stop following the car, but he doesn't even acknowledge the officers.
Disturbing YouTube videos Part 8. Trigger warning. This video was uploaded 1 year ago. The channel is named Phi Glover 0000, and it has 300 subscribers. The content of this dude is nothing but random, but one of his vid is very disturbing. I was finding a way to translate this nickname, but when I translate it, my Google Chrome crashed twice. I also found out he posted 1 day ago, and it was also disturbing too.
Have mercy on me. It was just a boy, you see. It played of me and somebody for me. Shit in the parking lot of Target, man.
We are also following the desperate search for a pregnant mother and her 2 young daughters mysteriously disappearing from their home in Colorado, north of Denver. The father saying he last saw his wife Monday morning after the two had a, quote, emotional conversation the night before. Tonight, the FBI joining the case, and here's ABC's Clayton Sandell from Colorado.
Police tonight are canvassing a small town with a big mystery.
I'm worried for everybody.
Desperate for clues in the disappearance of 2 little girls, Celeste and Bella, ages 3 and 4.
Hey everybody, say hi.
And their mother, 34-year-old Shanann Watts, seen here in a recent Facebook post.
We are working around the clock on this case, and will not rest until we have the answers that we are looking for.
Shanann's husband, Chris, says before his family vanished, he and his wife had some words for each other.
It wasn't like an argument. We had an emotional conversation, but I'll leave it at that.
But he says he last saw his family around 5 a.m. Monday when he left their Frederick, Colorado home for work.
If you're out there, just come back. Like, if somebody has her, just please bring her back.
Friend Nicole Utoft says she got worried when Shanann, who is also 15 weeks pregnant, missed a doctor's appointment and would not answer texts.
I'm just concerned and understand if you're hearing this or you're out there, please let somebody know you're okay.
Searches of the home and police dogs have turned up few clues. Friends tell us Shanann's phone, keys, and wallet were found here in the family home. Local police are now getting help from the FBI. David?
Clayton Sandell tonight. Clayton, thanks.
Did you know that there are 300 people in cryosleep waiting to be awoken in the future generation.
No, wow, way. No
Yeah.
shot, wow.
You know what that is, right?
Yeah, when you freed yourself.
Yeah.
Sick, man.
So there's a few thousand people have signed up.
Would you do that?
No.
I wouldn't either.
I think the only way I would do it is if a lot of my friends and family passed away.
Have perished, yeah.
Because then I'm like, okay, you know, I might as well. I don't have that many mates left, so I might as well just go to the future.
Yeah.
Or I got an incurable disease.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? I'll live out most of it and then freeze myself and hopefully get woken up when there's a cure.
But I feel like that's no offense to your reasoning. I feel like if I was the people running it and there's only a limited space, I feel like that's a cop out because when you do come back, you're no good to me.
Well, they'll have the cure by then.
Oh, sorry.
I'm saying wake me up when there's a cure.
Okay, yeah.
But no one actually knows whether they'll wake up or not, by the way.
Well, that's
not guaranteed you'll wake up.
That's why you can't do it, but that's why I would never do it.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
But then that's what I'm saying. When there is a guarantee, everyone's doing it. So it's like...
Are they, though?
Yeah, I think they are.
10 Spooky Facts, Part 7. Number 1. 2 months after Charlie Chaplin's death, grave robbers dug up his body and held it for ransom, demanding $600,000. Police quickly recovered the body where it was then reburied, this time with a large stone slab covering his grave. Number 2. The legendary Headless Horseman does not originate from New York, but instead comes from Ireland, known as the Dullahan, who was tasked with taking souls that were ready for death. His specter rode upon a headless horse, or a horse with burning red eyes. He used a human spine as a whip and would take the eyes of those who stared upon him. The creature also possessed supernatural sight and would hold his severed head up high, looking across vast expanses of the countryside, even in pitch dark, allowing him to look into houses of the dying. Number 3. There is a brain-eating organism that lives in warm bodies of fresh water and can kill a human within days, producing symptoms similar to those of meningitis. This is a death sentence with a 98% mortality rate as there is no treatment known. Number 4. When a person is electrocuted in the electric chair, they feel everything. They are fully aware of their bodies being fried as it happens in real time. In 1947, a man survived a botched execution by electric chair. He said that it tasted like cold peanut butter and saw lights that looked a lot like a rooster's tail fishing lure. Number 5. Abraham Lincoln was plagued with nightmares of his death for days before the event. According to the recollection of one of his friends, Ward Hill Lamon, Lincoln's dreams consisted of mourners crying and a corpse lying in the White House East Room. In the dream, Lincoln asked a soldier standing guard who was dead in the White House, to which the soldier replied, "The president. He was killed by an assassin." Lincoln woke up at that point. On April 11th, he told Lamon that the dream had strangely annoyed him ever since. Days later, Lincoln was shot dead by the assassin while attending the theater. Number 6. Aztec priests believed that the tears of children could stop droughts. They believed in the power of human sacrifice, and many of their rituals included sacrificing women and children to serve their sun god. When they experienced drought, Aztec priests sacrificed children because they believed their tears could call on the rain. Number 7. When the movie trailer for The Exorcist was shown to the public in theaters, it was reportedly so scary that people ran out of the room. As a result, they decided to ban that version of the trailer, though the video is now available to watch on YouTube. Number 8. Queen Elizabeth II is related to Vlad the Impaler, which means Prince Charles is as well. The Prince of Wales, who actually owns several properties in Transylvania, is the heir to Vlad the Impaler's bloodline. He is, in fact, his great-grandson 16 times removed through the consort of George V. Queen Mary. Number 9. The number of people that die in a year due to medical error may be far more than you think. Over 250,000 to be more precise. Number 10. In addition to being obsessed with post-mortem photography of their dead loved ones, Victorian people also like to wear jewelry out of these deceased family members and friends. This often incorporated teeth, hair, and bones into rings, necklaces, and other things of this nature.
These are people you never knew existed. The little girl in this picture is named Lena Medina, and she became a mother at only 5 years old. Sadly, the father of her child was never discovered, so her parents took full custody of the baby. Lena and her son had to be raised at the same exact time. Like siblings, Also, this is Janez Brakovic. He was previously known as the world's best bicyclist. He used to ride bikes every day. These are his legs. These are his legs. And lastly, this guy's name is Bear Grylls. He broke his back one day when he went skydiving because his parachute never opened. He fell thousands of feet onto his back. The doctor said he'll never walk again, but 2 years later, Bear Grylls climbed to the top of Mount Everest. Fuck that doctor.